Hey y'all, welcome back to my world. If you're new here, I am T. I am living in New Orleans on 9B. Guess what, y'all? As you can see, I am indoors today because guess what? It is so hot outside. It's like 90 degrees out there. And y'all, I just want to show y'all what I'm doing indoors and just get this little short video out the way. Today's video is gonna be dropping some herb seeds. Yes, I already started some seeds soaking. They say if you soak your seeds, y'all, it's gonna germinate quicker. They say if you soak your seeds within 6 to 24 hours, soaking in some water, it will germinate quicker. This is my first time trying this, so I can't say, oh, this is something that that I know that really works. So I can't be the judge of that right now. We're trying something new today, so yeah, we're gonna get started with that. This is herbs, guys. I'm not growing any herbs, but I do have, if you watch my last video I post, I do have some nice shaded areas that I like to put my herbs in. We got some basil. We got two different kinds of basils. We got sage I've been soaking. We got, let's see, what else we got, y'all? What else we got? We got some spinach I'm gonna put out there. We got some dill. And we got some parsley and chives. We got parsley and chives. Yo, let me tell you, these seeds I got off Amazon. This is the packet right here. And it has 50 different seeds in here. So I'm currently using everything inside of this packet. They have everything you can think of inside of this 50 seed packet, and this is gonna be my first time trying this. And yo, go get your pack. I'll put the link down in below. If y'all want this, y'all can get it. It's called garden pack, and it's 50 seeds, and it's GMO free. And y'all get your pack. Yeah, so I will be using these little cups for my seedlings. I didn't use the tray because last year when I used the tray, it's like I couldn't get them outside. I don't know why, I just couldn't get the whole thing outside of the tray. So I want to use the cups and see how I do with the cups this year. And I do have a pan. I'm going to sit the cups inside, and I'm also going to kind of cover this. This is a 2-piece pan set with the top, and I'm gonna take and just cover it up with the dome so it can be like a little greenhouse for the seedlings, so that way they can germinate a little bit quicker. Yeah, so guys, let's get started. Okay guys, I did label the little disposable cups, and I use a toothpick and I poke some holes at the bottom for drainage. See, I take the toothpick and I poke the hole like that, and I put 3 holes. You can put how many holes you want. I just put 3 holes just for drainage. Okay guys, I had the seeds wrapped up in some plastic wrap, and they say if your seeds floating to the top, that means the seeds will not germinate. Okay, I'm looking at the sage, and we have a few floating at the top. You see that line right there? Looks like it's about 5 floating at the top, and the rest is at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scoop the ones up that's floating at the top, and I'm not going to plant them because I feel like it's gonna be a waste of time. And y'all know we don't have time as gardeners. We really don't. So I'm not about to be patting my feet waiting on something that's not going to germinate. So I'm going to take this out. Take it out. And we're going to plant the ones that's at the bottom. All right, I took all the ones out of the sage. And now I have to take out the dill. We have a lot floating up with the dill. The chives, everybody is at the bottom with the chives. Basil, I see a few floating at the top with the basil. The spinach, everybody's at the bottom with the spinach. Let's see what this is. Parsley, we have a lot floating around with the parsley, y'all. And I have iceberg lettuce. We have some floating at the top, and we have some more lettuce, and it's floating at the top, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the ones that's floating at the top, and we're gonna toss them in the trash, y'all. Or maybe I will keep them and do an experiment on it and see if they will actually germinate. I don't know, y'all. I think I might want to save them and just do a little experiment on them and see if they're gonna germinate, and I'll let y'all know if they germinate. How about that? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna toss them. We're not gonna throw them away. We're just gonna see if they're actually gonna germinate, y'all. Because it's like a rumor saying that it take longer. It will take longer, or it won't germinate at all if it's floating at the top. So we're gonna do a little experiment, y'all, and we're gonna see this on for ourselves and see if it's gonna germinate, y'all. So I'm gonna take all these out, put them to the side. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Got me some regular old potting soil. I got some regular potting soil, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill these little cups up. I just take my spoon, put them in there, just like that. See, fill them up to the top. Y'all, make sure your soil is fluffy, the fluffy kind of soil, because if you have a lot of sticks inside of your soil, like this one, it's gonna be hard for your seeds to germinate. So try to get the soft soil. It's gonna be a little hard for your seeds to germinate. I'm gonna place them on the tray like that. Place it at the top. Sage. This is for my dill. I already labeled them, and I already got my holes at the bottom. Once these seeds start germinating, I'm gonna take the humidity dome off them for a while, and then I'm gonna start planting them inside of the raised beds, inside of the little Dollar Tree stackable planters I have, in a shaded area. Because this spinach right here, spinach, and well, most herbs don't like too much direct sunlight, so that's why I'm putting them in a shaded area. Put them in a shaded area. That's spinach, and it should thrive better inside the shaded area, because we don't want it in the scorching hot. Our little seedlings coming up, and once them seedlings come up, and that direct sun hit them, they're gonna be no good. They don't be no good. All right, y'all. First, I'm gonna take the toothpick I have, and I'm gonna put just a tiny hole right in the middle of the cup. Just do a tiny little hole, and I'm gonna take the seed, one seed, and drop it right in the hole. See? You just take the toothpick and cover it up. It don't need to be too deep in the hole. You cover it up like that. All right, I'm gonna do it again. Do this one. Take one seed, you put the hole with the toothpick. I'm taking one seed, and I'm gonna drop it in that hole. It's a little moist, y'all. I don't want to fall in the hole. Take my finger and put it in the hole. There we go. All right. You take it, and you just cover it up. Cover that seed up. There we go. And I'm gonna repeat all this just like that. I want y'all to look at and see what I see. These was the seeds I soaked for 24 hours. These are lettuce seeds. And I see that looks like I soaked them overnight for 24 hours. And it looks like they're germinating. And these was the seeds that was floating on top. And they say the ones that float on top is literally they're not going to germinate. And I have witnessed that in most cases that's not true. These seeds look like they're germinating. If y'all look up really close and look at the seed, I see something growing out the seeds. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or not. Because I'm looking at I'm looking at what I see. And I see that these seeds are germinating. Yo, this is why I wanted to put my seeds on the side and just give them a chance and just put them inside of the soil and not just toss them out. because you could be wasting money. You could be wasting your seeds, and they will germinate. Just because they're floating at the top, it don't mean that they're not going to germinate. I am the eyewitness right now, and guys, please don't throw your seeds out, the ones that's soaking, the ones that's floating at the top. Give them a chance. Drop them in some soil and just give them a chance, because I am a witness of germination. And look guys, they germinating. And I just wanted to just show this to you guys. And don't believe everything you see on the internet. But you know, I am going to drop these inside of the soil, and when they get green and leaves start popping out, yo, I'm gonna be the witness of this. And I'm definitely gonna keep y'all posted on these seeds, because they definitely germinating, yo. And I just want to show you guys what it's doing. So all right, now I'm gonna get back to planting the seeds. Okay, y'all, I am going to go ahead on and drop these babies right inside of this soil. Yes, I am. Okay, so I don't want to disturb them too much, so I am just going to spread them out and cover them up. Cover them up. Okay, so that's the seeds that was floating on. That's the seeds was floating on top. Okay, we still have some more floated on top, so I'm gonna go ahead on and just take the ones off top, and I'm going to put them in this planters, and these gonna be only the ones that's growing on top, and the ones that's growing at the bottom, I'm gonna put them in the other planters, the same exact one as this one. Okay guys, if you soak your lettuce seed, and if you ever experience what I just experienced, them growing out little like they're germinating a little bit, for when you soak your seeds for 24 hours and they germinate a little bit after 24 hours, let me know in the comments below if you ever witnessed that. And if you did, let me know if it was really successful, because those seeds were it was floating at the top, and they're germinating, as I can see with my eyes. And just let me know if you were successful with those seeds, because I want to know, because I know it take a little while before lettuce to sprout out and germinate or whatever. And then because it's really hot, and lettuce can't really tolerate too much heat. Just let me know if yours germinate and if yours was successful. And yeah, I just want to know. Because it's weird, because all the videos I've been watching, it was just telling me, okay, if your seed's floating at the top, that means they're no good, just toss them out. And before if you watch my the beginning of the video, I was saying I'm not going to toss them out because I want to give them a chance to see if they're going to actually germinate. So yeah, when I was taking them out the water, they was actually germinating inside of the water. If you saw something like that and you planted them inside of your soil, and did they germinate, and was they, you know, successful? Yeah, I just want to know. I'm so curious. All right, guys, that's the lettuce that was already germinating in the water. I put that in there. And now I'm about to put the iceberg lettuce. I'm just gonna go ahead and I already soaked it for 24 hours. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it inside of here. I put them all inside of here. This is iceberg lettuce, and we're gonna watch them germinate. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and plant the lettuce under this shaded area. This is gonna be under the cucumbers, and I'm going to just spread them out, going all the way across. From here all the way to here. And these the seeds I've let soak for 24 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all the seeds, going straight across from here all the way there. This is a pretty good shaded area under these cucumbers, and we're gonna use this space, y'all. You gotta use every space we can to get food, y'all. Every little space we can, so we dropping seeds today. All right, so I'm gonna put this down. All right. So basically what I do is I go ahead on and get the seeds out of here and just sprinkle them in the hole like that. That's the seeds in the hole. Then we're gonna cover them up. Cover it up real lightly with the soil. All the way across. All right, guys, that's one spot for my lettuce. That's the iceberg lettuce under the cucumbers. All right, y'all, the seeds are in the greenhouse. There they are. There they go. In the greenhouse.